Hello everyone. Today I am going to set up the context API in React so that we can wrap some components with our necessary information and can use the data inside the components. So in this way we can reduce our props drilling. So at first I have just set up the React app, and there is nothing in home page, just written as React home. So let's as first create our context. So in this file I am giving the file name as my provider. This is our provider, and the task of this provider is to provide the value the other components which will be inside it. So here will be our children, and this provider will wrap our children. After this, now let's create our context here. Use context from React. Use now create context from React, and we should export this context because we will use this context to get the values. Now when we will return our children, the children will be wrapped by our context provider. So here we will not give the div, we will produce from our provider, and here is our provider. We have some string or number here. And we want this number to be used from other components through this context provider, so we will provide this value in our context provider. Now our context provider is ready, but before that we need to wrap our components inside which we will use these values. We want to use these values, so let's first create some other components. Component hello component hello.js, and it is our hello component, and our other component number.js, we want to use our these values inside these two components, and we can create more on. So at first let's create a route here. So I am removing this, and oops, I have not installed the React router, so let's first install it. So here is our React router DOM. We will install this, so let's install it here. Okay, our installation is completed. Now let's set our routes. Browser router, and inside it are routes, and inside that are route. So here our path for the hello component is hello, and the element will be our hello component. Okay, and another one is our number, name here, and number. Let's check our routes is set up correctly. So we can see that it is our help component. We have missed here hello. It is our hello component, and if we go to our number routes, then we will see our number component. So now let's we use our context value, the my number, in these two components. So at first we need to wrap these two components with our context. So the name of our context is our provider, so the name of our provider is my provider. So we will wrap our these two components with this provider. My provider, and it should be imported from our provider. So this array value is so we can access this array value from these two components. So let's call the value from here. Const context array will be, we will use our context hook from, what was our context name? It was my context. So we will use this my context from here. It should be imported from my provider. Now let's we console log this data to see if it is we can access or not. I am using the context from hello component. So let's change our routes first. So it is an error. Let's check what is it. My provider. Oh, I have wrapped the I have given the provider inside our route, so it should be outside, or either outside or inside the route element. So I am since I want to access the array value from both components, so I am giving this in outside. So let's change our alignment here. Yes, it is our array. We are accessing this array from our hello component to ensure it from hello. Okay, it is our from hello components, but if we go to our number components, we will see nothing here because we have not called the context from this number component. So let's show our number value here. That map number li and number. If you go to our hello component, we will see our all number here. It is giving an warning for key props. So now use the same thing in our number component. So const my numbers will be, we will use again our context, and here we will give our context name. What was our context name? It was my context, again my context, and it will be imported from my provider. Now if we map the my number, that map number and list will be our number. So from hello component it is showing our number, and from number component we will see this number. So we are accessing the same number through our context API,